Bye.
Bit by bit, we bring honor to this land.
Excuse me. Sorry to bother. I don't suppose you've seen any priceless Sakaviri heirlooms gallivanting around Bruma, have you? As I suspected. Sorry. Just, let me know if any do crop up, yeah? A whole lot of uproar about nothing, that's what. You see, the Carvanes have sort of been going on. Well, it turns out poor old Count Desilus, Count Carvane, isn't too happy that his collection's been stolen. No, not tensions as such, just the Count's talking my ear off about... not that I'm disloyal. Better him than some of the other Counts and Countesses, and
Scary.
Just bring them back to me when you found them, and I'll... And I mean extremely appreciative. Seriously. I feel like offing myself right about now. Not in particular. Then again, the lowlives of Bruma, the shadier tavern in town, the Restful Watchman, full of... might be a decent place to start your search. I'm not too sure on the details of that, to be honest. It'd be worth speaking to him, if you think that's interesting evidence to dig. I have no idea how they'd manage that, honestly. Akaviri artifact. If you want to know exactly what artifacts to keep your eyes peeled for. It's tough. And here I am in the center, just trying to make... well... the problem is that the criminals here aren't driven to it out of desperation. Except... Dartocto. You're right. Well, listen. Dartocto's a thief. Likes to call himself a cat burglar. But it's funny, he steals from those who don't deserve what they have. And then he sells the stuff. I don't understand that cat. But he currently has charges leveled against him from Cetus, the owner of Icewind Traders. So that's that. Almost definitely the resale value. Akaviri artifacts are very often one of a kind, and they can fetch... very high... price to the right buyers. Farewell.
Do you need something? It's, on the one hand, there are the Imperials. On the other, And I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that the Stormcloak uprising in Sky. But I'm proud to serve Bruma and her people. Well enough, I suppose. The Great War mostly Bruma is the jewel of the and while the county surrounding her, we have our share. Compared to Shadenhall and Burville, Bruma might as well be paradise. And at least we were spared the horrors of the Great War.
The guard captain's actually looking into it. Excellent. I didn't know. I was just doing the... Normally there's a little glint in the corner of my eye. The light bouncing off of what... But this time, nothing. I'm sorry I can't be of more use. Some amulets, some rings, a katana, all of a Kaviri design. Best of luck with your investigation.
On the coldest of nights,
Farewell.
and the steam rising from my breath, I see the many faces of the dead.
This should be good.
Rosada the Resplendent invites you to his boutique of magical wonders. Don't delay, patronize today.
Asgard, mind yourself.
Hello. His name is Renard, even told.
Thinking out
Damn
loud
fool
helps me to
apparently
sort out
thinks
complex
I
ideas.
hear his terrible...
I'm not sure what
The
about hearing
beggar,
my own voice makes it
Relante,
easier,
has shown a
but it does.
particular... You could go speak with him. Perhaps he'd even pay you. This one has been falsely accused of... They tell him he has stolen their hides. This is false. This one has done nothing of it. Aedius Villius is the captain of the guard here in Bruma. If this one fears, he considers him a dirty thief and will not hear his pleas. Because the accusation is... He does not steal from hard-working... So, what do you say? These pleasantries please you, yes? Then Khajiit will continue.
Good afternoon. I am. I try to be fairly humble. Why do you ask? Are you interested in helping? There certainly isn't much a lowly Argonian beggar could do. I am a beggar. I can't even... However, if you were to deal with Reynard, I can arrange for you to be paid.
We're so close to Skyrim. He's accused of stealing. Ah, wait. I have sympathy for the cat. Being accused like... No, but Cetus made the accusation. You... Very well. However, consider the charges dropped. No way I can get away with dropping these charges without people... It's no secret he's a thief, but tell... Oh, felt strange to say that. Anyway, you should probably go tell Dartok... Citizen? See you around. We have Hulk. He's accused. Ah, I have sympathy for the cat. Being... No, but Cetus made the You have a point. Your word, along with Dartokto's, is one more voice than Cetus has on his side. Very well. Consider the charges dropped. However, I'm afraid it does come with some strings attached. I can't drop charges like this and return things back to the way they were. Consider the charges dropped, but Dartokto will be evicted of residency in Bruma. No way I can get away with dropping these charges without people starting to ask questions about how fit I am to be guard captain. It's no secret he's a thief, but he's... well... he's about as close to a good thief as you can get without reading a children's bedtime story. Tell him I'm sorry. I was sort of fond of that cat. Oh, felt strange to say that. Anyway, you should probably go tell Dartokto the bittersweet news.
Yes? This is wonderful! Thank you for all the help. Wait, what? This one... Bruma citizens will have to do without their friendly neighbor. But where will this one go now? His home has been taken from him, and the Geralds are not so hospitable for sleeping rough. Oh, who is Dartokto kidding? Of course! It would be an honor to travel with you. Onwards! To gold, and perhaps less run-ins with the law!
You there? A traveler? In my house? Why, of course. You are here to sample the sweet sounds of Renard Haven Tone and his lute. Or his flute. Noise nuisance. I'm a bard, you impudent fool. Ah, yes. You are the one... Indeed. Whoever it was that complained is likely an agent of Maroon's Dagon. For who else would have such distaste for the beauty of music? You insolent whelp! I am outraged! You barge into my home and then proceed to insult me! I'm done with this conversation. Away with you, rube! First you insult me, then you off... Yes, I suppose there's something you can do. My prize loot is missing, and I'm forced to use this short... It is even making my renditions of Valenwood's Color Streams Anew into Sinew sound worse. Valenwood's Color Streams Anew into Sinew. That is a basic ballad. Absolutely basic. So, go and fetch my loot. Some thief took it, probably. Somewhere here in Bruma, I imagine. Off you go. Time's a waste.
This one misses his...
Annoying!
Then he remembers the treachery of the Icewind Trader, and all of a sudden he feels a lot
Try to
better.
hold my rage for now, but do not try my patience, Rube. Go fetch the loot before I clunk you over the head with my flute. Come to speak to the best... Nope, none at all. Try asking the ruffians over at the Restful Watchman. That's where most of the riffraff like to drink themselves into a stupor. Stop that!
Hello.
You here to do business? I don't tend to gossip about my patrons. Bad for business, you know. Well, there's this Breton guy who comes through here, sleaziest guy I've ever seen.
Let's see what
Except
they're cooking.
name's Etienne, or something like that. Anyway, mentioned wanting to sell them, or something. I don't know. Listen, do you really think I'm going to tell you everything about my customers? That's a sure way to get run out of this bit. Listen, you want me to? I'm not budging until I've been forced to, legally. You know what I'm getting at, I assume.
Good afternoon.
Not many Dunmer appreciate Nord.
I don't know. Listen, you want me to tell you something? I'm not budging until I've been forced to, legally. You know what I'm getting at, I assume.
Ho ho! Fresh meat in Bruma! So, here in Bruma, the most... Still, I'm doing alright.
Can I help?
See you around.
That's none of your... I'm a mercenary.
My parents were traveling merchants, eventually settling in Cyrodiil.
Not through any fault of my own.
Inherited their wanderlust.
I'd been hired by some anonymous noble to clear out a cave full of... My wife came with me. Things were going well until we were ambushed. They bound us and gagged us, left us disarmed and defeated. I managed to escape my captivity, but when I got back to the cave, they'd gone. I've been searching for her damn near a whole year now. Praise Malakath. The best place to start is probably the castle. Ask the nobles, see if they know anything.
Hello. Alamu Nethray, dark elf girl. She's wanting adventurers to help her with something. Not sure what.
I can always count on you, can't I? The bonds of sweat are strong.
Then go over to the Gerald View if it suits you better. There is something, actually. Here, the powers that be at the county castle sent out this bounty letter. Well, honest, you see, there's this snooty Altmer that came through here a few days back. One of those hot... Well, he came here, after he witnessed a few of our, moral... Now, in his outrage and disgust, he's planning to try and press charges against my tavern. If you could just talk him down, I'd appreciate it. Because I can pay you, and I'm just too charming to resist. What? Great. He's probably storming around town right now, trying to rabble-rouse against the Watchmen. Put a stop to it. A little birdie told me that you're annoying me. Seems to me you're starting trouble, asking questions. We don't pretend to be more than we are, though. Now, what can I get you?
Bye.
What is it?
The Restful Watchman. Rooms and food, that's what we do. What do you need?
Until next time.
The prey approaches. Even if I did, why would I tell you anything? So you could go like the good little saint you...
Oh, really? We kicked that old horker out of here a little while back. Can still... Here's the truth. Yes, I took it. It was made out of a fine oak and encrusted with some... So I sold it to some of my most prolific... Capstone Cave. It's not too far from Bruma. By all means, go take it up with them. Either they'll kill you or you'll kill them. Makes no difference. However...
We drove Renaud out of the Watchman, and he's no doubt had the same happen at the Gerald View. He's... out of...
I'm sure you've seen the hilarious Bardic Masterclass posters he's putting up all around. Well, tell him he's got a new venue to play at. Those boys have been looking for some entertainment for a while now. If you do that, either they keep him and Renaud is successfully out of Bruma, or they punish him, and no one's any the wiser. as you should. Which option you decide to pursue is your concern. Just don't drag me into this again. My only interest in Renaud is hearing him shut up. This is not my affair.
What are you doing gawking at me? Shoo! I've given you... Because the job came down the chain of power. The steward gave me the job, but the steward gives out all the jobs. I doubt he even knows where I wish I knew. Actually, no, I'm glad I don't. We'd made it far, and then, suddenly... I know coincidences, and this certainly wasn't one. Too meticulous, too perfect, too pre-planned.
A fair price for a fair room.
Go in quiet. Don't risk combat.
Allow me to show you to your room.
If you can't,
right this
then
way.
give them hell.
Can I help you?
You need anything else, you know. Where to find me.
Mind yourself. Be more careful. Stop. Hey, watch it.
You here to do business?
Can I help you?
Warren from Bruma. Did I see you arrive from the north? Are you? Ah, this is good. The roads are too dangerous. You must be a bit hardier than the usual milk drinkers I have to deal. I thought you did. You have that clean. Tell me, traveler, if I had a task for you, one that would benefit blood, honor. Of course, if you head east out of Bruma for a ways, you. Oh, and here. Let me mark it on your map.
The snow almost reminds me of the volcanic ash back home. Almost.
Ancient Nordic ornaments, weapons, armor, you name it, I have it.
Hello, I am Afana Adichie. I'm part of the Oh, I inherited what he owned. Oh, but I do. Let me think. Never mentioned it to me. Always been a quiet fellow. No, truth told. I obviously couldn't endorse such behavior, though. Goes without saying. Well, yes. He's one of those mysterious men, you know? You can't blame me for peeking in his quarters, of course. Though you may need a key to get inside. I may, but I'm a noble. I'm hard. Once I've gotten it, I'll just wait around. A pleasure.
Hello. Yes. There was Strong Minds operation. That's, yes. There was Strong Minds operation. That's about all I can remember, though. Farewell. Greetings. Yes. There was Strong Minds operation. That's about all I can remember, though. Goodbye.
Marcius Carvane, Viscount Bruma. The title garners a lot of respect and a fair few privileges. Anyway, how can I help you? Until next time.
I'm Sinja. Sinja Strong. I heard of two. The other one was Anamidas, if memory serves. But Strongarm. Afraid that's all I can remember, though. Things move quickly. I hired just some common. They were holed up in plundered mine. I swear, bandits breed faster than skeevers in a keck of black. Yes, it was. The bandits were cleared out, and the ringleader killed. Minimal casualties on our side.
Sneak into houses for me?
See you around.
No, he's too loud.
Do you need something? Nothing that I recall. Apologies. Farewell.
I know.
See it, report it. Bentior wants legal Take this. A letter with my signature. Show it to him and he's sure to change his tune.
We're so close to Skyrim.
Greetings. Bye.
See it, report it. Feeling clumsy today?
Ah, you're here. Now, I've had too many little jaunts into Simmons' office. I think someone told the best of luck in your... Ah, you're here. Good. I procured the journal just as we agreed.
There is romance in striding in the snow,
Suckered by the
confronting
Stendarr,
the
weary of the whispers. Why not go somewhere more agreeable?
Can I help you?
Of magical wonders.
An interesting question. We keep records of However, We don't give this kind of information out to anyone who so much as asks. Why do you want to know? Truly? One moment while I go check them. You just wait around here.
Let's get indoors. Or in a cave. Anywhere, just out of this.
Watch where you're going.
The Restful Watchman. Room, you here to do business? What? Let me see. Listen, I heard the thief had some dealings with some... You'd probably call them bandits, though. Here, just so I don't have to go sit in a cell again, I'll mark it on your map. Go take it up with them. And by the divines, leave me alone now, alright? God. The guy's a thief. Hardly keeps it a secret. Always talks big about getting into always going on wild guar chases. Put it this way, you know those people who will either end up rolling in septums or dying young? He's one of those types.
See you around.
Back. Any news on my wife? Who's the spineless wretch that sold us out? Tell me, now!
She spends a lot of time around the castle. You can go speak.
Bye.
Out of memory.
Gautier? A Breton? Wait, a Breton? Really? How could a Breton overcome an orc? I remember overhearing talk in the castle that Simon had a luxury manor up in the... Go search this guy's home. See if it actually was him. Find something. If it is the damned Breton,
well,
that's when we
I'll
act.
check the records. There was one account of Afana Idici hiring some mercenaries for a job similar to your description last year. I can handle most smaller matters. Try not to bother the Count unless it's important. He's a busy man. Indeed I am. I handle the... County Bruma is the jewel of... Of course, that's not to... But we don't let that put a dampener on things. That's the Nord way, after all. And Bruma says no...
I got tunics, and robes, and cloaks, too.
My mortar and pestle can make near any potion or...
Good of Skyrim and her people. Never forget that.
Is now really...
Good time.
Out of memory. Well, out. Check the records.
You're back.
There was one account
Any
of
news
a
on my
Fana
wife?
Idici
Who's the
hiring
spy?
some mercenaries
Gautier?
for a
Wait.
job similar to your description.
If it is the
Well,
damned Breton,
I've checked the records.
that's when we act.
There was
Hello.
one account of a Fana Idici
Can I help
hiring
you?
some mercenaries for a job similar to your description last year.
See you
She
around.
spends a lot of time around the castle.
The prey approaches. Talk to you later.
Bretons. They're like fresh-born at Chatter. Pretty to look at, but not a
Hmm?
use on Nern. It couldn't
Hello.
be. Go. Search his home. I want proof.
This
We
one
do this for the
wonders
good
to
of
himself
Skyrim and her people.
sometimes.
Never forget
Where
that.
will his story end? Where will...
You won't leave here alive!
No fan. Done. That would be great. Yes.
Bandits are just human garbage.
Can I help you?
There's a skeeving
So now old
thug inside
Bartram.
my house.
To be honest, I'd rather be dealing with this than going on count. I should ask before I march in there and deal with the thief. Did your investigation turn up any leads about the Count's precious artifacts? You found a lead. That's no small relief. I guess that means you go find him in the caverns while I go deal with the thief in Bartram's house. That changes things. Well, at least now we can kill two. Under most circumstances, I'd insist on going in first. But, well, this reeks of an ambush. Let's go.
A lot of people in Wayrest don't like Red Guards much. But the mercantile families trade often with Sentinel, so we get along fine with them.
Good God, just what I needed. Go ahead, rub salt right into the wound.
What is the meaning of this? Why are you in Bartram's house, and why in Oblivion do you look like you're on death's doorstep?
It all went wrong. The bandits tricked me, typical. I wanted them to put in a good word for me with the cutters, but no, they lied. I gave their guy the artifacts, then they started swinging. I narrowly escaped by climbing back through the trapdoor.
I see. Well, I'm placing you under arrest for stealing Count Carvain's Akaviri artifact collection. At least you won't bleed out in here. I'm gonna have to deal with this guy, slap him in irons and take him before the Count. Finally get Carvain off my back. I suppose that means it's down to you to deal with the bandits and retrieve the artifacts. I know the caverns are a favorite haunt of bandits and criminal types. Lots of them down there. No need to clear them out. Not that I'd complain if you did. Just grab the artifacts. Best of luck.
Whoa, easy there.
Oh, look! Wonderful! You go now, and know that you are tolerated by. Ah, yes, that insignificant matter. I will cut out the night, and do not speak of this again, lest you lose my tolerance, Rube.
You're back. And that infernal screech. Ah, while you were dealing with Reynard, I went and asked around town. People donated coin to a reward pot. Truly, this moistens my scales. No one would, I will go to Leowin. Thank you, but here, take this old keepsake of mine. I don't need it anymore.
you know a soul trap spell? I think Scrap might need a new soul gem.
Greetings, thrice honored friend. And this one presumes it isn't your family fortunes, correct? Talk to you later.
Every country has its stuff. Corners. Honestly, Skyrim's a mess.
I'm Bonus. My dad is Albekius. What's your name?
Careful there.
You know,